Welcome to Stasrisen, and today we are at ArcCorp Area 18. We will be taking a look at some of these components, loadout, maybe what you should have, and what kind of weapons you should have on your ship. I will not go too deep into the components, what they are, what their differences are, but I will do a quick overview. Now, each component is a bit different, and I've picked coolers for this example. They have a size, grade, and class. Size meaning that certain ships can equip them, certain ships can't. Ships that are small will usually have size 1s, or medium ships will also have size 1s, but perhaps even several of them. The grade usually means the quality. Grade A being the most powerful, the best, grade D being the weakest of the line or weakest of the class. And class usually shows off its overall purpose. Better example might even be the shields. So I have picked a grade A military and grade B military. You can see it in the bottom right. The FR-666 is grade A. It's got a lot of health, it's got a lot of regen. The military variants have more health than the regular variants, and before they are shut down, they take a lot more distortion damage. While the military grade D secure hide offers a lot less shield, a lot slower regeneration, less health, and it takes quite a bit less distortion damage to shut it down. Now, the grade A usually means that those shields are pretty much all on the same line. They offer pretty much the same amount of health, they offer the same amount of regeneration. There may be some differences depending on what you are using, like this industrial one. It does offer a lot more physical damage absorption, so ballistic weapons will do less damage to it than it will do to most other shields. Now, being industrial one, it also has less health and takes very little distortion damage to shut it down, while the shield's value is equal to the grade A military one. Okay, enough about that. I hope this gave some insight about the differences. Next up, the weapons. I'm going to another hidden location here on ArcCorp, or maybe not hidden, but not so well noted as the Dumper's Depot. And this is center mass to fill the needs for my weapons. Long story short, you want weapons that will most likely fire laser projectiles that don't really have a limited amount of ammo, and you want those projectiles, or the launch projectiles, to have the matching speeds. So if one of the projectiles flies at the 1400 meters a second, another flies 700 meters a second, well, you're not gonna hit that much with the 700 ones. And so if you have different size weapons, like I have on my Avenger Warlock at the moment, 2 are size 2s, 1 is size 3. Theoretically, I can swap out the gimbals so I can have 3 size 3s. Gimbals are your own choice, if you want to have them or not. They will help you with the aim assist, you can look around, you can shoot around with them. But I'll preferably go for the fixed weapons because I can get more firepower out of them. So those are pretty much the most important things about the weapons. For the ship myself, the Aegis Avenger Warlock, I have picked military grade because I often know I will suffer the kind of damage that would disable my ship, and that is why I have military grade A's. Now you can use others, you can use stealth components, racing components, or you can just keep civilian, it doesn't really matter. Components might not be that important for you in the beginning, so you can just pretty much leave them. But I would highly suggest taking a deep look at your weapons. I actually have enough weapons to swap out my gimbal mounts and put all size 3s. Now, I per se don't want the nose weapon because it's ballistic. I don't really want the side weapons because they're size 2s. They're in a gimbal and I don't really want the gimbal. If I remove the gimbal, I can put their size 3s, so I get more firepower out of it. Although they are fixed, so I cannot really aim around with them. I could put all 3 attrition 3s, but instead I'm gonna put 2 FL33s and I'm gonna buy something new. Sadly, the game doesn't really show you what is the fire rate and what would be compatible with your current weapons or so. So I still had to use Hercules and pick M5A, which is a cannon, just like the FL33s. This game is harsh if you want to go specifics. Now you can use your stock weapons of course, but I always try to optimize my ship at least a little. And the easiest thing you can do is get weapons that have matching speeds. And yes, you are pretty much forced to use a website to check out the stats and compatibilities of the weapons you want to buy to your ship. This is just to optimize your ship, or well, maybe not optimize, to improve your ship. The best thing you can probably do is get new weapons. Don't really care about the components, you don't have to focus on them, unless you really want to go into PvP or ship fighting of any sort. Or you can just leave your stock weapons and everything stock. It will work against NPCs, there's nothing bad about it. But unless you're trying to get some bigger fish or hit some harder targets, you're probably gonna need those upgrades. If you truly want to go specific with each component and each type, it will take you forever, but sure, have at it. This was just the basics to get some general idea going of what you have, what things are. And there are still a lot of differences and changes between different types, classes and sizes. Anyway, thanks for watching.